I mean, let me know if you've noticed this. I've observed over the last few years, it just seems like everything is polarized. It's got to be one side or another. Um, the the ads have to be somebody has to be offended by it. The movies, it has to be like woke or whatever, right? And it just seems like you can't go anywhere or watch anything on the internet without it having some side to it, And I feel like we've lost just, let's just look up like how to build a countertop, right? And just that internet, like that part of the internet was the best, right? How do you build a model train or, whatever, right? Just that kind of stuff that used to make the old internet so good, where you could just go and just look up what you wanted to look up. And if you did end up in a group, the group wasn't about like, oh yeah, so we're on this side or this side of this issue. The group was about like, we love model trains or, our building countertops, right? That kind of thing, like whatever it was, Man, I remember going back like years and years when I was in high school, and we would go out to the parking lots and stuff, and there was a little bit of street racing that was going on, but there was also a lot of just hanging out, general. Man, all those people weren't on the same political side or whatever, but at the end of the day, nobody cared, right? Somebody pulled up in a NSX, and everybody was like, whoa, let's go check out this car and talk to this guy, right? And never once did it come up like your political beliefs or any of this stuff, man. I don't remember any of that happening back then. We could get along. And it just seemed like to me, and even have different opinions, right? I'm sure people had different opinions and different, kind of outlooks on things, but we didn't let it get involved in our day-to-day like life and interactions. And to some degree, I mean, in the real world, I really don't see this happening as much as I see it on the internet, The difference is that now so many people are just on the internet all the time, just living in the internet, you know what I mean? Like spending all their time in the Reddit threads and or even on YouTube, right? I mean, even the YouTube algorithm is a bit polarizing. I always try to like modify my algorithm a little bit by like looking for things that may not be on the end of things that I fall, right? I've noticed this, and so I've kind of started to realize like, okay, they're marketing certain videos towards me because they think I believe a certain thing, or they know I believe a certain thing, and then they market these videos towards me, but it's like made to get me outraged, to get me upset. And even if something is going on in the world and it's terrible, sitting in your living room or wherever you're at and just getting upset about it is not doing any good. It's not, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not that it's right that terrible things might be happening, or this country is doing this to this group, or these people are fighting each other and all this stuff, right? It's not that it's a good thing or that it's not bad, but what good does it do to get outraged about it? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't do any good to your life. It probably takes up a bunch of energy and takes that away from anything creative that you might be doing. Like, all of us have creative abilities, and if we tapped into them, we could probably give to the world a lot more, right? But you can't do that if you're sitting there and you're just suspended in this polarization and you're on one end or another. And also, I think there's kind of like some kind of energy harvesting thing going on with it. I haven't figured that one out yet. I'll let you know when I see the full picture. But it's like, dude, you got one group of people over here on this side and a group of people on this side, and it's like a positive and a negative charge, and it's like a battery or something, and it's like charging and discharging. There's something going on there. I haven't figured that part out yet. But yeah, it's just it's like kind of the algorithms. It's kind of the it's the fact that people are on the internet so much. Spending all this time, and then the way that everything works is that you end up like going down this rabbit hole, which I don't mind going down rabbit holes, right? We all love a good rabbit hole, but it's like, if it sends you to this like end of the universe in the internet where all these other people are here together with you now, and you're all outraged about the same thing or whatever, and it's like this just becomes your life. It's not very good for your contributions to the world, right? Like, I don't even want to say society, because I literally have zero interest in becoming like accepted by society or whatever in today's world, because this stuff that I'm talking about, it is society. It's like a big sports game where there's teams and everybody's on one side or another, and it's like it's gotten to the point where some people don't talk to other people on the other side. It's like because you're a fan of this team, I can't even talk to you anymore. We're not even gonna be, I can't even be friends anymore. Like, it's not gonna work. It's like, what, dude? This is crazy. How did it get to this point, man? And I understand some of the issues are pretty serious, and I get that. And believe me, like, you could probably tell I have some thoughts on some of these things, but it's like, at the end of the day, I'm also willing to listen to another person, and I'm not going to get angry or whatever just because they have a different point of view. I may not agree with them, and I may not hang out with them. Like, it is true. But if I have a family member, and I have family members, they like voted different than I would vote. They like think about things completely different than I would think about, and I still love them, right? Like, I love them. I'm not gonna say you're not part of the family anymore because you just don't believe what I believe. Like, I disagree, but you know, when we're all together or whatever, and we're having food, like, it's all good, right? Like, I just don't understand it, man. And I do kind of understand it, but it's this polarization that's happening, and I think a lot of it has to do with the algorithms. There's something called information filter bubbles. There's also a lot of AI, like, that pushes out information or whatever. It's just really good at like taking a person and their beliefs and then like putting them into a box and not letting them like look outside of that box. And if you don't peer outside of that box, it'll be so foreign to you when somebody says something different. And there's nothing wrong with disagreeing with them. A lot of times, just being a thinking person, you will end up saying, okay, that doesn't make sense. But to not understand that it's out there until you come face to face with it in like a rage type situation like the internet does, man, I don't know. I don't think it's very safe. Like, I think it's pretty dangerous. I don't want to say safe because I don't think the world should be safe. I almost said safe, but it's like, dude, I don't really seek safety because it doesn't really exist. Like, you could be in your home and things can happen, right? Bad things can still happen. So I don't really seek that out. It's more so just like, are people not seeing like a whole other side of the internet? You know, and then I wonder about what I'm not seeing. Like, what's out there that I'm not even being kind of allowed to see. I don't want to say allowed, but it's like I didn't think about searching for it. So it's not coming up in my feed anywhere. Like, it's crazy, man. I don't know, I just noticed that. And I think there's probably some benefit to somebody out there, but it isn't us. It's not you watching, probably, and me. But somebody is probably benefiting from this polarization. The fact that there's this side and everybody, you know, and then if you're not on those sides, you get upset. Like, on this channel, I'm probably going to end up upsetting both sides, right? Because I'm not buying into the BS, man. I am not going to buy into, you know, politically, I don't look at politicians as heroes. I don't think anybody's going to come in and save the day. I just don't. I'm sorry. If you do, whatever. I hope you're right, like, that they do. Like, but even then, maybe not, because I don't want, that's going to just make them look like a hero. And then if they save the day today, and then you think they're a hero, then like later on, they could do whatever they want and become all this crazy stuff, right? And it's just, and it could be anybody on any side. It's like both sides at this point, as far as like politics and all this. It's just like, I just want to get back to where you look up stuff that you're interested in, and then you can hang out with people that are interested in that. And, you know, and then it doesn't have to be, well, whose side are you on type of thing. Now, I get it. As far as good and evil, that's a different thing. I believe in that. But yeah, this thing is weird. Anyway, let me know what you think about this, man. Have you noticed this? I'm gonna leave the video there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That really helps me out. All right, peace.